This topic is Layout Design with CSS, Understanding Absolute Positioning. Absolute positioning is a way to position elements using CSS. Like relative positioning, absolute positioning allows elements to move from top, bottom, left, or right. Absolute positioning is different than relative positioning for many reasons. First of all, it takes elements out of the normal flow of the document. Because absolute positioned elements are out of the normal flow of the document, they take up no space. In fact, it's like they never existed, and they don't have an original position. Because they are out of the normal flow and don't have an original position, objects don't move based on their original position, like they do in relative positioning. Absolute positioned elements move in relationship to their nearest positioned ancestor. If no positioned ancestors exist, then they are positioned in relationship to the initial containing block. There is some variability in what browsers consider the initial containing block. Some use the initial containing block and others use the HTML element. Since absolute positioned elements are not in the normal flow, they can overlap other elements. You can see in this example that in the XHTML we have a div with an ID called assignments, and that within that div we have a paragraph with the class of DueDate. In the CSS, we have set the position for the assignments div to relative, and we have set the DueDate class to have an absolute position. Setting the DueDate class to absolute removes it from the normal flow of the document. Remember that relatively positioned elements are still part of the normal flow of the document. Setting the assignments div to relative makes the DueDate class move based on the position of the assignments div.